Hello students, this is our chapter 2 biological classification, and in this chapter we'll study about Linen's 2 kingdom classification, then Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification, that is Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, Animalia, a little bit about all these kingdoms, and moreover we'll study about viruses, virides and lichens, mycorrhiza, etc. Scientists want to classify organisms into different categories because it is easy to remember them. Just like Linens gave the 2 kingdom system of classification using Plantae and Animalia, and in this system was used till recently. This system didn't distinguish between the eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, and photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic, just like fungus and organisms, etc. Classification of organism into plants and animals was easily done and was easy to understand, but a large number of organisms didn't fall into either category. They don't come under plants, they don't come under animals, so there was a need for including those organisms also, and then a later 5 kingdom classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker in 1969. That was Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia. So in this system, the main criteria for classification used by him includes cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic means evolutionary relationships. So we'll study about all these things in this chapter. These 2 definitions we have studied in the first chapter also. Systematics that studies diversity of life study and classification of organism with the goal of reconstructing their evolutionary history. And then is taxonomy, study of classification science of identifying, naming and classifying organism into groups, that we studied how to do nomenclature, binomial nomenclature, how can be done. This is studied in first chapter. This is the picture of Carolus Linnaeus. In 1917, a Swedish physicist, he developed a binomial naming system as well as 2 kingdom classification was given by him. In this slide, you can see a hierarchy. A taxonomical address is compared to a geographical address, and just like you can see that species is the lowest level category, and then genus, then family, then order, class, phylum, and kingdom is made. These are compared to, species is compared to room or apartment, then genus is compared to floor, family is compared to building, and order is compared to city, and class is compared to state, etc. And just like phylum or division, that is compared to country, and kingdom is just like continent. This is the classification pattern given by different scientists. First is 5 kingdom classification system. First Monera, all the prokaryotes are in Monera, then Protista, all eukaryotes which are unicellular, they come under Protista. Plantae, which can do photosynthesis, fungi which have cell wall but they can't do photosynthesis, and then Animalia which don't do photosynthesis and don't have cell wall. So 5 kingdom classification it is. Then 6 kingdom classification, Eubacteria, Archaebacteria, Protista, Plantae, fungi and Animalia is given. Then 3 domain system and 8 kingdom system were given by different scientists. This slide is showing 6 kingdom system. Just like Monera is divided into 2 parts, that is Eubacteria, that are called true bacteria, and Archaebacteria are called ancient bacteria. Then Protista, Plantae, fungi and Animalia, etc. This is molecular classification of unicellular organisms. First is they're common, ancestors are common, and then first is domain bacteria, then domain archaea, archaeobacteria. Archaeobacteria are ancient bacteria which can live in very hard environment, just like they can live in saline environment. They can live in the intestine of those animals which are ruminant animals, in which methane is produced, and they can live in very thermophile. They are thermophiles, जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी होती है, बहुत ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर हाई होता है, वहाँ पे भी रह सकते हैं. एंड डोमेन यूकेरिया, यूकेरिया यूकैरियोट्स. In this slide, we can see classification of 5 kingdoms, how it is made. Then first is character is cell type. Then cell type, Monera is always prokaryotes. You all understand what is prokaryote and what is eukaryote. Then protistas are eukaryotes, fungus are eukaryotes, then plantae, animalia are all are eukaryotic. Eukaryotic means they have proper cell. Protista are unicellular, whether fungi, plantae, animalia all are multicellular. Then cell wall, on the basis of cell wall, how can we distinguish all these kingdoms? Cell wall in Monera is made up of non-cellulosic, means polysaccharide प्लस अमाइनो एसिड्स की बनी हुई होती है. प्रोटिस्टा में भी सेम प्रेजेंट इन सम. प्रोटिस्टा में कुछ में सेल वॉल प्रेजेंट होती है, कुछ में प्रेजेंट नहीं होती. एंड फंगस में प्रेजेंट है, सेल वॉल प्रेजेंट है, बट दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ काइटिन. इट्स विदाउट सेलुलोज. एंड देन इन प्लांटी सेल वॉल इज मेड अप ऑफ सेलुलोज, एंड देन एनिमिलिया सेल वॉल इज एब्सेंट. देन न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, you all know that nuclear membrane is absent in Monera. It's in the form of nucleus is present in the form of nucleoid, and in Protista it's present. Then fungus, it's also present, and then Plantae, Animalia, nuclear membrane is present. All the eukaryotes nuclear membrane is present. Then body organization. Monera or Protista are cellular only. They are unicellular, cellular only. And then fungus, Plantae and Animalia. Fungus is multicellular, loose tissue maybe, and Plantae and Animalia are having tissues organization or organ organization, just like animals have organ systems also. So mode of nutrition is also different in all these kingdoms. Just like Monera may be autotrophic and may be heterotropic. Heterotropic में saprophytic parasitic mode of nutrition हो सकता है. इसी तरह से Protista, they all are autotrophic and heterotropic. And but fungus is heterotropic. They are saprophytic or maybe parasitic also. And all plants which are photosynthetic, can do photosynthetic, they are autotroph and kept under the kingdom Plantae. And in Animalia, animals are heterotrophic. They can't prepare their own food material in the presence of sunlight, but they may be holozoic and saprophyte, etc. So on the basis of all these characteristics, we have divided these all organisms into 5 categories, 5 kingdoms. So as you can understand, earlier classification system included bacteria, blue-green algae, fungus, mosses, fern, gymnosperm, and the angiosperm under Plantae. But the character that unified this whole kingdom was that all the organism included had a cell wall in their cells. This placed together groups into widely different in other characteristics. It brought together the prokaryotic bacteria and the blue-green algae with other groups which were eukaryotes. So it was also grouped together the unicellular organisms and the multicellular ones. Just like, for example, Clydomonas and Spirogyra were placed under algae. The classification didn't differentiate between the heterotrophic group, fungus, and the autotrophic green plants. So because we all know that fungus has a cell wall that is made up of chitin, but green plants have cellulosic cell wall. So on the basis of all these characteristics, that organisms have cell wall and what sort of material they are made up of, and can they do photosynthesis or can't they do photosynthesis, so classification criteria was changed, and this 5 kingdom classification which was given by Whitaker, R.H. Whitaker in 1969, so it's considered today.